I call my book, It's a Juggle Out There. Because frankly, I haven't spoken to an audience yet who isn't multitasking like mad. So here's a simple question. Between trying to fit in family and friends and fitness and outside interests, is there anybody in this room who doesn't feel like they just got too many balls in the air? Are you with me on this? Because, you know, I mean, between having to constantly be coordinating often wildly conflicting work and family schedules, battling over budgets, consistently tracking results, looking to tie together a compelling connection that springboards high-level performance. You know that feeling when you're just hitting on all cylinders with state-of-the-art monitoring. Managing. It's okay, I don't think anybody noticed. Mentoring, it's a little conceptual, come with me on this. Motivating. And mastering the cutting edge time management tools that let you do more with less. And like magic, stay so calm and centered amidst all the conflicting demands, including gravity, which sometimes just seem to come at you from all sides. And with so many different variables constantly vying for your attention, just trying to keep track of all the separate items that just seem to show up on your to-do list. Not to mention your didn't-do lists. I mean, frankly, isn't it enough to make you just go so flat-out bonkers that you completely bug out? This is your brain on stress. That's good to hear you laugh. You know what's kind of funny for me? The whole time I'm up here doing all this rapid-fire stuff, there's guys looking at me like, whoa, dude, slow down. You're making me have to strain the left and right hemisphere of my brain. Meanwhile, the women have such fluid, lightning-fast cognitive integration skills. They're already making mental notes, picking up on peripheral observations, and sharing little side comments like, whoa, check it out. That yellow ball matches his shirt. It's a juggle out there. And the question is, how do you keep the right balls in the air? Step one is to shift from rigidly complaining to flexibly reframing. Here's a true story to illustrate this. My favorite juggling student is a guy named Bill Reeves. He's a 60-something former Marine with a formidable physique, who for the life of him cannot get one ball to land even remotely near an appendage. And after 5 weeks of watching him fumbling, bumbling, and stumbling, I finally realized the guy's taken the whole Semper Fi, never say die thing a little too far. So I look at him and I say, Bill, I promise I will not personally be offended if you pack it in. Bill crosses his arms, gives me a little wink, and says, yeah, I thought about it. But I figure, why stop now, when I'm right on the brink of mediocrity? I don't mean to burst your bubble, but when I first signed up for this here juggling course of yours, my back was so stiff, I had to see a chiropractor twice a week. Cost me $50 a pop. Well, along comes this here juggling class of yours, and after just 5 weeks of all my dropping and chasing and bending and twisting and lifting, my back limbered up so much Who cares about learning to juggle? I figure just by failing, I'm saving $100 a week. The moral of the story, the theme of my whole presentation, 3 words. Don't complain, reframe. Noted business growth strategist Brian Tracy puts it this way. Difficulties are placed in our path not to obstruct, but to instruct. Whoa, talk about going digital. Hey, listen, this is as close as my presentation comes to PowerPoint. But figuratively speaking, I think I can condense all of Brian Tracy's complex concepts into just 4 simple words. Pits are also seeds. Take my buddy Bill. Here, I think juggling's all about catching on. Bill, bless his resilient soul, found a way to turn failure into a whole new form of physical therapy, proving unmistakably that if necessity is the mother of invention, failure is the father. Which is precisely why I am so pleased to be able to reveal what I optimistically feel could well become the latest line in Twin Cities tennis racket design. Yes, distress sometimes make you feel wooden, twisted, high-strung, overwhelmed, or just totally bent out of shape. The good news, humor is still the best medicine. Plus, no copays. Because you know, when you can laugh at it, you can live with it. It is what it is. And instead of fixating on complaining and forcing, humor helps us to step back and begin reframing. And you know, the minute we try levity, we defy gravity and turn adversity into opportunity. You know, a gust of gravity for a juggler, that is the pits. Well, wait a minute. Turn it around. Pits are also seeds that spring forth with fresh possibilities that lead to the inventiveness that drives innovation. Remember, whiners complain, winners reframe. Which is because they get it, that in life it is always better to light one candle than to curse the darkness. And especially in light of all of the economic upheaval. You know, in a longer show, I would have a great story about what happened to me one time when this happened. But for now, in light of all the economic upheaval and restructuring, well, you know, the 3rd try might just do it. And now you'll see how really difficult this is. All the economic upheaval and corporate restructuring that so many of you are going through, it's more important than ever to have a solid base, a belief system you'll hold dear in your heart, a network of trusted relationships you can rely on. Because in the end, you don't have to really believe in magic, because the real magic is in believing. I will now swallow the boxes. Well, folks, the only way this is going to end happily is if you could give me snappily a little finger-popping rhythm to these It's a Juggle Out There balancing act balloons. very much.